Good, we
Was
back.
good. Back.
Man, yeah, back.
Was good.
Man, before I make my statement that I'm gonna make,
hmm
um, I hope everybody enjoying their day. Catch this on a replay. Um, and when you check out this video, make sure you hit that like button for us. Much appreciated, and subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
So,
Y'all see us over here. Y'all been asking what it do.
yeah, man.
Yo, let me make sure that I'm all good on Facebook.
Okay.
Let's see. So, yeah.
And good.
Yep. Yep. Everything good.
Man, this is it's a pretty it's a lot going on. A lot of people
hmm
a lot of people have been it's a lot of stuff. Every day it's new stuff coming on. And one thing about the diddler, one thing about this diddler, man, Puffy.
Right. Right.
One thing about Puffy that I want to say, I want to say this: all this stuff that everybody keeps talking about with this guy. How many, like, out of all these years, you just see people saying, "This guy, this happened with this guy, this went on." The question is,
hmm
who knew what at what time? You know what I'm saying? And that's all I got to really say about that right now, because now Mary J. Blige's name has been brought up in this situation. And we're gonna go into
Mary J. Blige.
Mary J. Blige. So we canceling people. We
Mhm.
gonna run out of songs.
Right.
If y'all canceling people, you ain't gonna have nothing to listen to in a minute. By the time all this stuff come out, you
Right.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you just canceling people saying, "Hey, we they did this, we can't listen to," you ain't gonna have nothing to listen to in a minute.
Right.
You
It's
know,
gonna
man.
put out all the classics.
Yeah, it's gonna cut out all the classics. So I don't know if we're gonna have to separate the music
Mhm.
from the nonsense, but right now I'm trying to tell y'all it's a mess. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say about it. Wait, I'm gonna let you go ahead.
The Diddy Empire, the future. I say what I was saying yesterday about the RICO Act,
hmm
the people. Like yesterday, I touched on it with TD Jakes.
hmm
Him and TD Jakes. Now TD Jakes has made a statement about um afterwards, talking about abusing women, and we have seen all who's going
Oh
on the
God.
news.
Like he wasn't at the party,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
So I think the feds had a proposition for him. He got the feds, like the feds leaked that CNN. They leaked that. So
Yeah,
they got a
I
bunch of
believe that.
tapes.
Yeah.
They got a bunch of tapes with TD Jakes is getting
Yeah.
screwed.
Oh.
So I believe he's cooperating with the
So
feds.
you think TD Jakes is telling?
Yeah, he is. And they threatening TD Jakes to leak that tape. Either, cooperate, or we're gonna leak this tape. They ain't gotta do the old school fashioned way of
Because
beating them. They
yeah,
get beat down, and now they got tapes.
they hold stuff. Yup, they got
Yeah,
tapes.
they can
And
leak some of it out.
do you think when they ran in with that raid, they got some tapes of all these people,
Mm-hmm.
or they had some type of tape, so they had something that they not showing all of us? You
Yeah,
know.
they got so many people who's in that big empire, the Diddy big empire,
Mm-hmm.
big names just on these sex tapes that
Ooh.
the feds got, and and they gonna use that against them. Either you go down with Diddy or you cooperate.
Mm.
And they using them tape. And I believe Mary J Blige is could be a part of the scheme with this. These allegations been, you know, surfacing.
And you think about it, not to cut you off. If okay, so I'm hearing two or three. I'm hearing a lot of things about this dude, right? If he been doing this all these years, because he beat Cassie almost to death 8 years ago, right? Now you telling me, us the public, we don't know what they doing back there. We hear rumors and stuff. You telling me in the industry, because you know at work, if something happened at work, people talk.
Right.
People be like, man, this person did this at work, man. This person did that, right? People talk.
Right.
At work and at functions and certain things, people talk. So you telling me right now that nobody in the industry heard nothing about Cass, him even beating Cass. Nobody.
They
because all of them was around us still.
right. And they either was a part of it, what makes them even more guilty.
Yeah.
I say.
I
mean, it's like I know growing up in the hood, I used to see dudes beating a woman. You know what I'm saying? I just walk right past because that's like the big dude in the you know, the big dude in the if you can't go and defend her or anything like that, or you know, he'll kill you, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that. You see stuff in the industry the same way. They seen P. Diddy slapping Cassie and dragging her all he was doing it blatantly in front of everybody.
Yeah. So you can't tell me that people didn't know this, or people don't understand what's going on, because it's no way in the world, it's no way possible that anything is going on with the diddler, and nobody in the industry knew. So all these people front off, beat P. Diddy up, and there's some foul Cedric the Entertainer now. It's pictures of y'all with P. Diddy.
Right. Yeah.
P. Diddy was around everybody. So don't give me this moral stuff now that this come out. P. Diddy, it's stuff, man. People been talking about P. Diddy doing foul stuff to people for years. And nobody said nothing. Now, all of a sudden, we ain't standing for this. Because you feel like he on the ropes.
Right.
He on the ropes. Now, I'm going to say this. Mary J Blige, she signed to P. Diddy in the 90s, the early 90s. P. Diddy allegedly cheated her out of her money, like he did most of the artists.
Right.
And when he cheated her out of her money, she had a fallout with him, and she was running around with Death Row.
Right.
Which is, you're going to play the video of Danny Boy, and Danny Boy going to get into those times.
Right.
But then she gets back with P. Diddy, and we're going to even show y'all stuff of her with P. Diddy recently. That's questionable.
Yeah.
The great Mary J Blige, one of the greatest singers, R&B singers in the history of R&B.
Right.
So the question is, and we asked it, and the question is, will she get caught up in a RICO? Where she might have to testify against this.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate question. Does Mary J Blige, does she got to testify? Will she have to testify against P. Diddy?
I think it's possible. I think they're gonna do I think they're gonna do her like TDJs. I think they're gonna you know, she's gonna do a lot of talking in the media or whatever to prevent her from going to trial, or you know, try to get them. They won't. The Fed strategy is to get his home people to turn against him.
Yes.
Because they want the big fish. They want that big billionaire. They want to take him down.
Yes, that's the strategy. Yep.
And they'll be willing to do anything, just like the coke crack. You know what I'm saying? You know, they don't get the little fish. The little fish tail, no matter what he did, how much drugs he took. So
and he's already
telling
telling
the man with the big bricks.
Yep, they want him.
Right.
He is the biggest fish that they probably got. They didn't got a lot of people, but he probably the biggest fish. Money. He still got a lot of money. He gonna spend a lot of it.
Right. And they trying to get him even more on a bigger enterprise, like
Yep.
not just sex trafficking, underage girls, you know, being a slave master,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying, slavery.
Mhm.
Like it's girls like with horrific stories, like
Mhm.
you know,
And it's men with horrific
yeah,
stories.
right.
And
Men,
it's
that's
bad.
another thing. Like I said, when the men come out, when those men start coming out and telling their story, like I said, uh, uh, Usher and
Oh.
Justin Bieber,
Oh God.
the men don't tell because it ruins their legacy. What will happen if his audience think that he, you know, possibly can be, you know, he serenading to women, but he got touched by a man? It's
Yeah.
embarrassing. And
Yeah.
in a way, it'll ruin their career. That's
And-
why they would never say nothing.
Unless they was involved in something themselves, they may have no choice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If they did something foul,
He Justin Usher, you know.
they may not have a choice.
Right.
So hey, I'm ready. You know, because I'm married.
Mm-hmm.
Danny Boy. Now we know Danny Boy from Death Row. Tupac.
Right.
I ain't mad at you.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was on Toss It Up too. Danny Boy has been on. He was on the front porch with Twister and Speed That Monster. That was Danny Boy on the hook. So Danny Boy's been around. Danny Boy is a child singer. He came in as a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
He was very young. He was a lot younger than the people he was around. And somehow he ended up in LA at 15, 16 years old under the tutelage of Suge Knight.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of this stuff, just to give a little background, he's going to speak about, is during that time when he was a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing why this is important, not only is it important with Diddy, but it's important to show you the people that was around Diddy. Because there's no way, like I said before, that all this stuff supposedly happened and none of these people knew anything about it.
Right.
None of them. Ain't not one of these people, I don't believe that for a minute, that none of them seen anything.
Right.
So I believe, this is my opinion, a lot of them was complicit in what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
They were co-conspirators, or what they'll call it.
Right.
And unfortunately, a lot of them have made a lot of music, and they did a lot of contributions to the culture, but it doesn't go past the point of what we've been seeing. Because it is a video of him beating Cassie almost to death. If he could have killed her, he could have did.
He would have. He a coward because he sucker punched.
Mm-hmm.
He
did sucker punch a woman, y'all.
Right. He sucker punched and knocked her down. Yeah. So
it is a video of him. It's not just allegations at this point.
Right.
It's a video of him beating Cassie, which goes back into all the allegations on top of all the other things people have been talking about him for years. They've been around that people ignored. So I'm gonna let you go ahead.
Nah, this is Danny Boy speaking out, finally coming forward like a lot of men should.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to do.
Right, especially against women.
Yeah.
But they don't want to, they think it's a great experience when a woman, you know, first of all, you know, with a young boy, you know,
you feel like
for his teacher, he got something for his high school teacher, and he, you know, whatever. Society don't even think through that, sweep that under the rug. You know,
it feel like he is doing something. It's a masculinity thing.
right?
Man, you know what I'm saying? Man, he get an older woman and stuff.
Right, and it's Mary J Blige too.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
It's still child grooming.
Yeah,
manipulation and pedophile. Let me say that. I don't know if we can say that on air, but I'm gonna just say that. Right. There's still some weird stuff going on. Go ahead.
Mary was pot girl. Because at that time, she was my girl. At that time, I'm 15, 16 years old, and she flying me in to see her. I'm 15, 16 years old, and she flying me in. Oh, and you know what it is when a girl back up on you, you young.
Now, We was talking about trafficking,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Right.
A lot of people have gotten in trouble. P. Diddy is in trouble
Mm-hmm.
because a young lady said he flew her when she was 17 years old from Detroit to New York.
Mm-hmm.
And this is going, we kind of getting back into this.
Right.
You're 15, 16 years old, and you flying a 15, 16-year-old boy.
Right.
Flying him in from where? I'm assuming he originally from Chicago. I'm assuming he was in New York, and she was flying him to New York City. I mean, he was in LA, and she was flying him to New York City. So you flying a 15, 16-year-old. Can you imagine if this is a woman
Mm-hmm. Right.
saying it about a man?
Yeah.
The outrage?
Sometimes you got to look at it like that. Hey, y'all, just imagine this is a woman talking. Maybe you have more sympathy for this one.
Go ahead.
This shit, I'm trying to show her that she ain't phasing me. I'm hard as goddamn. She's backing up against me. This Mary J Blige. And quite naturally got me, you supposed to say you had sex with people on camera?
See, this is another way of female manipulation.
Yeah.
The grown female, how she could do her body, right? She a little young boy is actually aroused. She can actually manipulate him really a whole lot more than what a man does. When a man take advantage of the girl, it usually don't be she not wanting it. Or she gotta do it. She's not attracted, but the little young boys be attracted, maybe actually aroused.
Yeah.
That's the advantage that these women pedophiles got to little boys.
I agree with you 100%.
So she used her witch, that witch used her powers, her evil, sexy powers. And he knew that he was, he wanted her, but that's a little boy. That's even worse right there. To me, that's worse. That you knew that this little boy wants you, right? And you already know he like girls at an early age or whatever, and all his friends gonna be half-living.
Yep. That's how it's covered up.
Right.
Anyway, whatever. I'm not quite sure, but
Relations.
yeah, we had relations. That's a good way. Actually, sitting here talking to Mary, she's sitting on the couch and shit, and we ordered some food and some more drinks. And somebody knocked on the window, knocked on the door. She ran and kind of damn near jumped behind the couch, hiding. I'm looking like, what your problem is? And she make sure that's not K. K. And I'm like, oh, man, I don't care. I'm talking, tell him I don't care who he is. You ain't got to be running and jumping and did it. But she was actually talking about KC. She was thinking that KC she had like this postpartum type, the shit that people in the army probably go through when they hear bangs. Like when it came to KC at that time. Right. And she's sitting on the couch and shit. I'm like, you ain't got to worry about him. It's you straight. You did it like I'm 15, 16 years old. And she laying on the couch. And I'm sitting on the other end, and she lay down on the couch and put her head in my lap.
Man. See, it's another manipulation tactic with the women. Women can't do the same thing with me. Women manipulate boys differently by just doing little innocent stuff.
Yo, she's slow walking him into the act. She's slow walking him into the act. Right. She know he's sexually inexperienced.
Right.
And she's slow walking him to the act.
Right. And usually a man is like forcefully. He's demanding.
Yup, he is demanding. She's just like, laying his lap. I'll, put my ass up to him, and she's really slow walking him into this act. And she knows he is a young man, and he's feeling he got a lot of sexual energy inside of him, and she's just slow walking him into this act.
Yeah. That's the sick, perverted mind in an older woman to find young boys attractive. Like, The dude probably never had sex before. He probably was a virgin.
Mhm.
You never know. That's
Mhm.
probably what she liked. They like little young ones because they virgin.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But the and how control ooh, the relationship with the younger man, you know, we're gonna get into that.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna show a track
It's
record.
gonna show a pattern.
Her ways to manipulate. And she is abusive too. She abusive just like Diddy. We're gonna get right into
We're gonna get into it.
He came talking about Mary was talking about she wanted me to come back up here and now she on my lap. And I'm sitting there and I'm wondering, I'm like, okay, what is this gonna end into? And she stayed a couple more hours. And we decided to go in the other room because it was sweet. We went in another room and lay down. And she laid down with me and she kind of like backed up against me. And every time she backed up against me, I would move away and shit, you know. And that time I had
See, he laughing because he nervous
right.
when he telling the story. He keep doing that like that real nervous laugh.
Right. And that's what he was doing when he was a kid. This is
Mhm.
he remembering and he's doing the same thing when he was doing when he was a
Yeah,
kid.
yes, he is. Yup.
So he you know, he nervous, he's shaky, he kind of excited at the same time, but he just don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
He don't know what to do with a woman. He's backing that thing up on grown men. We know what to do with that. Oh yeah, she want to have sex.
Yup.
But he can't recognize that yet.
Because he said he moved when she backed up on him. He
Right.
moved back.
He can't recognize that because he's probably never been put on like that before.
He doesn't realize that he been flowing out to have sex.
Right.
A grown man knows Mary J. I'm not saying it to be funny. A grown man knows, or grown adults know, if somebody fly you out, they flying you out to have sex.
Mm-hmm.
He, at his young age, he can't recognize that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
He's still kind of confused sexually.
Yeah, we're real confused.
Mm-hmm.
He said he was hard as a rock. She knew it.
Mm-hmm.
She knew that. She probably, you know,
she walking him into it.
That's why she put her head on his Peter Weaker.
This is alleged predatory behavior.
Right. From the woman to see, nobody really understands the predatory mindset of a woman, you know, which is really softer than a man's approach.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you could in like the me more. You know what I'm saying? And she did that right on in front of
on camera.
Right on camera.
And these people still walking around.
Right. And they let it happen.
People let it happen. And it happened.
Yeah.
It's on camera. You could pull it up, but this is a lot of nervous energy in this man.
Right.
Even when he as a grown man, you can still see the
right.
it's still there.
Yes, it's still there. That's trauma right there.
Yeah, that's trauma. And this is like it's still trying to be like, oh yeah, it's Mary J Blige. It's still like that point because in his mind is I ain't get taken advantage of. That's Mary J Blige. That's his man. That's his attitude on the surface.
Right.
But on the inside, it's different.
Right. Yeah. And it's affect him in any way, every single way. When you're a young person like that, and you deal with an older, experienced person, they can have their way with you.
Yeah.
Like that.
Mm-hmm.
So when 18 and over is recommended, they say, so you can have more experience. But when you're young like that, and that's why it is a whole lot more dangerous. Could be a lot more dangerous for men than women.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When they get predatorized by a woman, you know.
So it like go ahead and finish that. We it's more because it's more.
Had an opportunity to go out to New York and visit her a couple more times.
See, now we got this is maybe when the RICO comes in,
right?
Because he said go out to New York and visit her a more time. See, this is what I'm saying. This is what Diddy is going to get in trouble with. This is what a lot of people are going to get in trouble with. This flying people out, especially alleged underage people to different areas. That's trouble. Because my thing is this, and I know the 90s was a lot going on in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? And Danny Boy, I don't know where his parents was at. I don't know what his life was, but somehow he was from Chicago and he went out to LA and he's with Death Row. I don't know if they signed him over. That's where he was supposed to be, like Usher.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's the same kind of thing as Usher. Like
Right.
you supposed to, hey, I want to put my child on in the music industry, and then they end up with this type of stuff.
Right.
This is the same thing as Justin Bieber.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But
I wonder if Usher have been touched and Justin Bieber been touched by. Well, how old is Mary J Blige now?
Mary J Blige is probably about 53.
53.
She a little younger than Puffy.
Okay.
So I think she's about 8 years older than him and probably Usher.
Right.
And she's probably about 15 years older than Justin Bieber.
Right.
So I don't know if these are legends.
This allegedly,
But
it could be either way. They probably got all the tapes where Mary J Blige and him having a threesome with Justin Bieber and Usher. I don't know. They got a whole lot of
either
stuff.
they got it or they don't get it.
Right.
Because I'm gonna tell you something. If you Puffy, remember in the Little Rod lawsuit, he was telling Lil Rod, I got with Meek Mill. What he was trying to do was manipulate. He is manipulating people and trying to bring other people in. So he can tell anybody like Usher, man, I can get you with Mary J Blige.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And you got a young 16-year-old Usher.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, man, get me with Mary J Blige, man.
Right. Could the Mary J Blige be a little little
yeah, you do this with
Fisher
me.
ride, the worm on the Fisher ride.
I could get you with Mary J Blige. I could get you with Cassie.
Mm-hmm.
Young Miami. This is
Yep.
what Lil Rob was saying. He went in the bathroom in Young Miami and he sent the girl in there. And Puffy in Young Miami allegedly sent this girl in that bathroom to perform oral sex on Lil Rod. And they laughed about it when Lil Rod kind of puts her off. See, this is the stuff that's going on with this guy. And now that you look at the behavior, you start to say, this kind of some facts going on.
Yeah.
With it. Like, I'm not laughing at it like it's funny because it's like you look at these things and you try to think about it and say, this is what they do. In the industry, it's cosigns. So if you want to get on, you got to have somebody backing you.
Right.
And this is what they say. You ain't gonna get. Puffy said, Lil Rod, you can get a Grammy if you do this. So how are all these other people getting Grammys? They got to be doing something. We talking about Puff saying this. We're not talking about some guy just some guy that just got one hit.
Right.
We talking about the guy who's been on the top of the music industry for 25, 30 years, bro.
Yeah. He probably say something. It's like God saying something.
Yeah. He had that much clout in the music industry. And go ahead. Mary J Blige is at these parties too. And we got to talk about this lady, you know what I'm saying?
Who's this?
Yeah, we got to kind of talk about that person.
This right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet Sunshine was good.
I think go ahead.
Mary J. Blige has been getting some flack over her rumored new boyfriend because of their huge age difference. But Mary doesn't care about the haters. Both she and her rumored boyfriend, Sterling Shepard, have been through plenty of personal dramas. And surprisingly, they might actually make a lot of sense.
Come on. See, we got to talk about this stuff now. And a lot of people get really uncomfortable about this, especially when it comes to women. They got uncomfortable with Keisha Cole and Dre. They get really uncomfortable with this. Mary J Blige is in her 50s. This little boy, right? I'm not saying he underage, but come on, right? What in the world would a 50-something-year-old woman do? She in her 50s at this point. She, you know what I'm saying? It's like
She got that same mindset.
Mhm.
She like young boy. See, and it's proved that what's his name was true.
yup. It's still the behavior never really stops. Go ahead.
Together. Mary has been crowned the queen of hip hop soul. She's had an undoubtedly successful career, but Mary's shocking personal life has been nothing short of tragic. From being in a seriously dangerous relationship to her devastating divorce, she's been through a lot, and she's not the only one. Sterling has been through his fair share of trauma too. Like Mary, he's been in some pretty traumatic relationships. His recent split from Chanel Iman has been all over the news. So in a way, the two of them getting together would make a lot of sense. The rumors about Mary and Sterling first started going around in January 2022. Sterling was spotted at a party with famous people, most notably Mary. According to a source, Sterling arrived dripping in bling, and he really
Go back just a second, just a little second. This right here is Puffy's son. That's Puff's son. That right there, that boy right there is Puffy's son. And that woman right there is Puffy's baby mama. That's the one who just came out and said she was beat up by him too.
Oh, then you see some bruise marks on her face, like her face all
So,
swollen.
what's going on here? She is very close to the family of Puff. We gonna get into her and Puff relationship.
bling, and he really
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
got people talking when he posed for photos with Mary. Some people like the idea of Sterling and Mary as a couple, but other trolls pointed out a shocking difference between them. Mary is now 52 and Sterling just turned 30, which is obviously a pretty big age difference. But despite this one difference, they actually have a lot in common, like I said. And once you hear what Mary's been through over the years, I think you'll agree that the only thing that matters is that she's happy, even if that is with a slightly younger guy. Mary had a pretty difficult childhood and even left school early. Then in 1992, she released her debut album, What's the 411? It looked like things would be looking up for her, but they weren't. Because Mary also met someone when she was making her debut album. He was another soul singer and her record label named KCI Haley. KCI was a member of the popular group Judasy. The hip-hop community thought Mary and KCI were the new poster couple for hip-hop, and when they released a duet named I Don't Want to Do Anything, everyone went crazy for it. Mary and KCI were together for 12 years, but behind the scenes, their relationship was not a happy one. Mary was not only running from her painful childhood, but she also entered what she now calls the darkest phase of her life. Apparently, she resorted to crazy things just to survive. She took substances and drank too much for over a decade. As it turns out, KCI was not the dream man that the hip-hop community.
She was a ravaging alcoholic
And drug user.
and a drug user. Like,
this all goes together to these parties.
Right.
Now, on this first video, right, that you got right there with her and Diddy. Let's go into that for a second. I want her and Diddy on this
Use them on the beach.
on the beach, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, go let's go into this real quick. Because I'm trying to tap some stuff in because I think there are some similarities in some of this stuff. And it's like this is the stuff that I always talk about when it comes to this particular guy right here. And what I say about this guy is he is way too close to some of these people to nobody know anything about this as his character. Go ahead. Now,
Diddy celebrates his 51st birthday in Turks and Caicos with Nas and Mary J Blige.
now what? Let's get into this real quick. Why is he on the beach in Turks and Caicos drinking with Mary J Blige sitting there in the bikini. Now, I'm not that old, but what man's gonna go with this woman just his friend and they just on a vacation together,
Right.
and nothing's going on. Something's going on there.
Yes, I'm going on.
I'm. It just. This is. Go ahead. Go ahead. Let that run. Go ahead. Let that run.
She got him one of them sexy bikinis.
Yes.
That's probably something he didn't
Yes.
put together for it.
Yes.
Beef, drink a kind of crystal, you know what I'm saying? See a trick, he's tricking on it too.
Yeah.
And it's nothing that Mary J Blige would ever, and this is the thing about it. They got a sick fetish, I believe. They both like to have popping threesomes with young underage,
People.
boys or girls.
Mhm.
Pick one.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Pick one. The feds got all the evidence.
Hey, y'all gonna be shocked when all this when this stuff hit the fan, y'all gonna be appalled.
Mary J Blige is still somewhat attractive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. For her age, she is
she's very attractive. You seen Michael Jordan palming that booty.
Yup.
And you know, she's but she's like get around. Mary J Blige. And
She
some
been
of the stories.
Yeah, she been in the game.
You talking about been in the game, everybody was probably, who had a name, probably had a little taste of just a little bit.
Yeah. Because I believe it's been facilitated by this guy.
Right.
Hey, I could get you a this is what he was saying to Lil Rod.
Right.
And get you Usher. He was naming names. So I guarantee you, when he wanted what he wanted from who he wanted it from, I can get you a Mary J Blige. I can get you, you know what I'm saying? I could get you a Cash. I can get you a Young Miami. I could get you a whoever. This is what he's doing. And this is what this is. Because this, to me, this is some weird. This guy's a certified weirdo. And here's the thing about it. This is just a couple years ago. So he didn't already beat Cassie damn near to death.
For real.
He ain't crying and apologizing. He wasn't in a dark moment in his life, right? He having a good time.
Let me ask you this question.
Mhm.
Do you think that he was beating her Mary J Blige too? Or had any type of like relation just like that? Because I know how her and Casey and JoJo were.
Yeah. That could be true. He could have been beating her too. Or it could have more been like, I looked out for you, you owe me.
Oh, right.
Because he's tricking one.
Right, he is.
So he made something right for her in the industry where she could get a certain amount of money and clout and redo her career even after her career kind of fell off. He had to done something. She probably feel she owed this dude.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what you're seeing with this stuff.
Okay. Well, you know what? And I also think and believe that Mary J Blige was a good worker. Right? She was like in the corporate, she worked her way up. She didn't went through the beatings and the beat downs and the, how butt puffy is. What's good, Mad Supporter? Yup, what's good? Now y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button. Get more in the algorithm. Yeah, me and my brother Dave is back in the building. So let me finish this. So, all right, so Sean Puffy Combs, Mary J Blige. Now we're gonna show y'all some more video on Puffy and
Yeah, so
yeah, it's D75. Probably B75.
What's up, man? Supporter?
Okay. Oh, I thought you weren't at the gate. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Also, you in here? All right.
I keep going.
Okay.
So let me finish this.
All right, Paul. I'll be out there.
Let me finish this video. Uh-oh. Okay. I got it. Look at Mary.
Yeah, she looks
Wait.
good.
She do look good for in her 50s. Mary look good.
Mhm.
But here's the thing. This not friends. White woman that's just friends with a man is looking dressed like this.
Mhm.
And it's just y'all on the beach.
Y'all just cool. Oh yeah, that's cool. You know when she get up, she got a thong on, probably.
Mhm.
And
Look
it's
at
not,
that.
you know, it's he see that thing like, damn, look, I think probably give her a little smack on the booty. Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, come on, man.
You think he not?
Y'all, let's talk sense, man.
For real.
That's talk sense, man. I'm gonna finish this.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
And once again, weirdo French Montana is around, looking weird. All these people, look, if this guy, listen, unless it's just they're lying on him, it's just that they take like, unless something else is happening, there's no way possible this is going on. And none of these people know nothing about it.
Boy. Hey yo, Codes ain't never gonna be the same. Hey yo, I gotta give a shout out to my brother. You already know. And mother Morocco. You heard? My Jack. You heard? You know what I'm saying? You heard? Shout out to my brother Max B. You heard? Shout out to my brother Chinks. You heard? Shout out to the PX. You know what I'm saying? I love this man. Love you, King.
Go back again. And I don't want to go back again for nothing weird. Now, see, these be the people. And I be and people always got something to say, but let me tell y'all something. When this stuff happens, when these people come out that be at these parties and they say this happened to them, that happened to them, that happened to them, right? Is it just one-offs where this guy's wilding out and nobody knows he's doing this? Because to me, this girl right here looks extremely young. If you just look at, like, Puff has put a lot of stuff online that people didn't catch yet. Some people catching this stuff, but this girl look extremely young. I'm gonna let this play. Now look at this. Your boy Nas is in the mix. He at the Diddy party. Nas,
I told y'all.
yeah, Nas is at the Diddy party. Nas and Mary at the Diddy party.
And they was frequent, like they was like allegedly.
Allegedly,
Yeah.
allegedly.
Yeah. Was a hood chick with talents
Uh-oh.
Mhm.
passed around. And hold up, you see the history allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah.
Nas, KC, Case,
Okay, he's yeah.
Diddy, 6 degrees separation, if you think about it.
Yeah, because right here, if you did in this video, it's Nas and Diddy all together. So tell me what's going on. Why she sitting on the beach with
they keep it score?
why is she sitting on the beach with a thong with Pip Puffy? Just her and Puffy on the beach drinking.
Yeah, and you see the credibility of Nas because Khalees was saying Nas was abusive. So
Allegedly.
allegedly. So that's proof that Nas is a suspect of being he got it in him to be like a Diddy.
This is video of all these people at this
Right.
Diddy party.
When him and R. Kelly linked up, shit goes deeper. It goes very deep.
Yeah, because listen, if all these people was at these parties, now this is a Diddy party. And I'm gonna go back a little bit because I seen something that people didn't catch a little bit. And y'all, you stepped outside, but look at this. Look at this girl. That looked pretty young to me.
Yeah, she do look young.
And these be the people. I've said this. These be the people that come out later and say that something happened.
Yeah, that's a sad one.
She was of age, but she was barely there. When they say barely legal, barely legal.
Foxy Brown and Jay. I think that's why he had it.
When these people
Right.
comes with young folks, you gotta think about these albums. You in the studio late night, it might take 3 months, 4 months.
Yeah.
Ashanti telling about boyfriends and talking to Herb about problem. That's how you get it. If any female talk to you, a female gonna tell her problem, she gonna tell you the gateway to get in.
Yeah, and that's what Mary J Blige had Danny Boy in that room. He 15, 16. She was able to, this is the manipulation part. And I'm gonna just keep playing this, but Nas is at the party. Boy, Nas. Yeah, he drunk.
Look at Diddy, just got the private.
This is what they were saying. Look at it.
Look at him, all his shirt open and stuff.
So we y'all already wild out on Meek Mill. Allegedly. Y'all already wild out on Meek Mill. Now, y'all already wild out on Meek Mill, right? Online. Here's your man Nas up there.
Oh, Nas.
There's your man Nas.
Yeah. Nas in there, and
he drunk.
And you know that they violent. Both of them violent. I believe Cat
Nas have been accused of whooping heads.
Whooping. He talking about we see Nas have been on the radar, but Nas. There's a lot of people who's gonna come later.
Nas show.
Right. It's gonna come later because these women don't. Khalees. It's a reason why Khalees.
The point that we making is
right.
That man wasn't doing this by himself.
Right.
And
he was known. He was known for putting his hands on women. You know, and this ain't allegedly against Dick. It's allegedly against Nas. It ain't allegedly against Mary J Blige. We're gonna see that too.
We're gonna show you her putting her hands on.
We're gonna see her that she's abusive too.
Yes, we're gonna show you.
Mary J Blige is a monster.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell y'all.
Yeah.
Look how romantic they.
Yo, I'm telling y'all, this guy pulled the wool. Like Diddy made it seem like he just loved and he just having a good time. He the one got it like that, having a good time.
Yo,
he had to have. He was having a good time, all right.
Right.
He was having a good time. His good time is this. Let me tell you something. What Cassie alleged he was doing with the male prostitutes,
right,
on camera. This is not a normal human being right here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I feel like anybody that's been running with him for 20 years, they doing the same thing.
Right.
This is gonna be a RICO. Y'all thought Young Thug. This is gonna be a bigger RICO than Young Thug.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Young Thug is street stuff.
Yeah, it's Young Thug. He's a little petty.
Yeah, just street gang.
Street gang.
Get into it with some guys. Young Thug and them ain't messing with kids.
Right.
He's got this is what
they gonna
this
get
is what
him.
they want.
They gonna get him on messing with kids. He got a criminal empire. Slavery, probably shooting, killing people. Like he shot. Diddy had, which the same thing with Shine. I mean, come on. Not only is Diddy a beater, a beater, he a child molester. He also killed people too.
Yeah,
involved with come on, Shine.
He's
involved with Tupac. I mean, he's all around.
And people have been talking about how great his party, and now the party is a stigma. Now people are, oh, you went to the Diddy party? Oh, what the heck? Now we looking at this.
James, ain't no party like a Diddy party.
Showed it. Like Diddy, Is that what he's saying?
Oh my God.
Look at Diddy. He ready. You know what he ready. I'm trying to tell y'all. Now we got to get into Mary J Blige. Now somebody had the audacity. She's right there. This is another Diddy party. This is Young Miami, who's been accused of being a groomer and a madam.
Mm-hmm.
Mary J Blige standing right there. Now I want people to have the same energy they have for Meek Mill.
Right. With Mary J Blige.
Yeah.
Right.
The same energy you have for Stevie J.
Right.
This woman is right there with this dude. 30 years. And she got her own skeleton because she busting heads too. Go ahead. She busting heads too.
And Diddy, he didn't groom little Miami. Just you think you hug it.
Young Miami don't even know what she was about to get into.
Right. And I think that he putting P Diddy, the technology, with niggas nowadays with molestation gang, it's far more greater than what it was back in the old days. way more.
Oh shit!
These child molesters are some technological geniuses, right? And plus, you a billionaire.
You're a billionaire at this point,
but you can't outsmart the feds with your billions. See,
the feds
feds have been watching Diddy. They've been watching P Diddy, and I'm talking about for years.
Yeah,
we talking about since. We talking about for probably 20 something.
I think they've been watching him since the Biggie death, the Tupac death, death, and the Biggie and the Shine. They've been watching, and I think they got more. They probably been waiting for like people to come forward,
right?
And I think they've been got. I'm gonna be honest with people. This might hurt. This might be a little controversial, but I'm gonna say it. I think Cassie was a little bit more involved than she let you know. Because she was around him too long.
Right. I think,
And I think
that's why she got paid.
And I think they got to her first.
Right.
And they said, look, Cassie, if you was facilitating, because she admitted she was facilitating getting prostitutes. If you were facilitating any children, we're gonna lock you up.
Right.
We're gonna need you to testify against this guy.
Right.
We gotta get his pockets first. And Cassie said, okay.
That's another good point. Cassie, as much as y'all want to sympathize with P. Diddy beating on her, I'm telling y'all, Cassie was probably just as guilty as P. Diddy.
Y'all better pay. I'm telling you,
she probably was just as guilty as P. Diddy.
Listen, money can P. Diddy was making millions of dollars. Right.
Billions of dollars.
Let me tell you something. I can probably guarantee you the feds came to Cassie, knocked on that door. We want him. We got you going to get said prostitute for him.
Yeah. and we got the video.
And they can lock you up.
We've been tapping y'all phones.
I guarantee you.
We got the video, and we've been watching y'all, and we got the child, the confession, because guess what? In the middle of an investigation, you get the little fish in the middle of the investigation.
Oh yeah,
And then you get their statements, you get them to snitch on whatever. They've been getting them little fish. The feds, I swear to God, they got all them. They got Mary J Blige. They've been connected to dots, and they've been doing it for years. And
you gonna see
the strategy of the feds.
You gonna see when they arrest this fool and they pull him into court, people gonna be like, oh man.
Right. Because that's their strategy. They smart. They creating a time.
That's why they put that video out. They been had that video. They could have had that video. We was thinking maybe they got it out the house.
Right.
But they could have had that video then. They could have just sat on it.
Yeah.
And they probably was just waiting, getting evidence. And I guarantee you, when she said Cassie lawsuit, she said she was going to get these prostitutes for him. Now, when he was forcing her to do it,
that means she got.
But still, she is still involved.
If she going to get prostitute for Diddy, she just as guilty. And she
ain't locked up for that, y'all. Especially,
tell you something. So that means that if I'm selling bricks for somebody, that I'm not just a drug dealer, it's a big man. No, you selling bricks too.
They gonna get you.
You part of it, and you in this manipulation scheme with Cassie. Let me tell y'all something. We gonna have this Cassie come out too.
Young Miami is gonna tell too. Young Miami, I'm telling you, they're gonna have to get up. They're gonna tell young man, you gonna testify, or we gonna hit you with the federal trafficking.
Yeah.
And we got a witness saying that you brought drugs on a plane. We can hit you with 10 to 20 with that. The Fed, look, by the time he sit in that court, he gonna see so many people testifying against him. He ain't gonna have no case. They're gonna suck his millions out of him. That's what they want to do now. That's why all them lawsuits coming.
And court cases and lawsuits.
You know, he got to fight.
Nobody want to think about it. They want to break him.
Yep, they're gonna break him.
Be near Diddy. So you don't want to. He had an album coming out. That album ain't coming out.
What more to be the new governor and to have this over your conviction to bust the biggest rap mogul and prove that he was guilty running the empire, right? What more is a bigger candidate can help take Diddy down and Diddy's empire? So it's like this is more. The presidential election is coming up, 2024.
Who gonna be the president when Diddy got indicted? Who gonna
could this indictment
district attorney?
Could this indictment, like it goes
somebody
multiple areas.
Somebody that's gonna indict this fool want to be on the Supreme Court.
Right.
What people don't understand, Supreme Court is a lifetime job. You die, you don't leave until you die. So they get a lifetime. When they get selected, whoever the prosecutor is, the federal prosecutor, they probably sit hollering at Trump or Biden. I'm gonna get this fucking dude, and I want to be on the Supreme Court. They probably thinking about their next move. Higher, because the person who put P. Diddy, and by the time they get done with P. Diddy, he's gonna be the biggest monster in the world. You know, they're gonna say he tried.
Even if he didn't do,
they're gonna put. It's gonna be people lying probably on P. Diddy. See, that's the tricky thing.
What said?
There's gonna be a lot of people
busting the door. You ain't busting them though. You a mucky muck. You ain't busting them though.
And like I said,
he was hitting Carl Winslow allegedly.
See, that's lying.
And like I said, the rise of the LGBTQ community has got men to come forward to be more comfortable and come forward with any sexuality. Now you got men, Lil Rob. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have look. I swear to God. Like Terry Crews. Remember he came out, he a big strong man. Like P. Diddy, that's how he like him. He like big, strong.
Y'all see he tried to put his hands on Mike Tyson.
Right.
And Mike Tyson moved the nigga hand. I'm telling this dude's weird, man. I think whatever he was on drugs. He was on, like, it was power and drugs. listen, the dude was running around talking about he was brother love. I'm talking about before all this came out.
He was trying to throw dirt on the God's name, the God.
Y'all, he was just, I'm brother love. I'm this. I love everybody. So
And that's a way of manipulation.
I'm about spreading love and positivity.
y'all lying, running game on people to get people to like think that this dude is a weirdo.
Yeah, that love and positivity was coming out when he was doing an album.
Mhm.
About to drop an album.
Yup. And all these people on it. Look, if you look at his album, like when you look at this stuff, this is in the good times. He spent millions of dollars on these parties.
Mhm.
He had the best drink, the best smoke, the best drugs, the best prostitute.
Being cocaine.
Right.
He probably said, what do y'all like? You like little boys? You like little girls?
Yeah.
You like trans?
Yeah.
You like whatever you like.
He had them all in the glass.
Y'all.
And all of them you can pick from the app.
Remember
you can
the
just put
Gilbert
like
story?
McDonald's.
Did y'all see the Gilbert story?
Mm.
He said he was having a birthday. He wanted a birthday party. He asked all the stars come. Everybody said no. Basically, they said Jay-Z wanted like 250,000 to come, but they said the gateway is to get Diddy to host your party.
Yeah.
Because he loved throwing parties.
And your party gonna pop.
And then everybody else gonna come.
Yeah. Well, he gonna, cause you know, okay. So what's the significance of the Diddy? What? Every weirdo freak gets what they want at the Diddy party.
Right.
It's not that. Listen, it's dudes in the hood throw good parties. Just if you want to just drink and smoke and everybody can kick it and dance and have a good time, it's dudes in the hood throw them parties. What is the significance with his party? It ain't just money, because you can get anybody with money. If Gilbert Arenas got money, it ain't money. It's Diddy gonna get all the people who got the weirdo stuff going on in one spot.
Right.
And he gonna have whatever they want.
Yeah.
Now,
whatever you want,
whatever he brought into it, some of these women, the white woman that came out the other day is saying she came as a model. And he invited her back to the house, and she saying he drugged her. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if the woman could have willingly messed with P. Diddy.
Right.
But she could have messed with him on the strength of him pressuring her. Like, hey, if you mess with me, he probably came out and said, it's the only way you're gonna get to shine, John, and you give me some head.
Right.
That's the same as SA. You know what I'm saying? And y'all don't want to say it, but that's the same, because you coercing her, you give her an ultimatum, and she thinking like, dang, I gotta do this. And then to make her comfortable here, and now she's drinking and smoking. She probably drinking and smoking like, and you don't know what, she probably don't even know what she was drinking.
Because I said that story, she came in, right? She said that she came in, it was a bunch of black dudes drinking Hennessy and smoking blunt.
And she was by herself? Oh God, that was a bad movie.
But the thing about this, it was like a red flag in her story. It's a red flag in her story. Because just like I said, anybody gonna come out.
Yes.
Everybody gonna come out.
A lot of people that was at the party, people wanted to do drugs.
So you got this white woman coming out, right? So now, white America is gonna be mad at Diddy now. You know what I'm saying? So and this is the thing about it. Now this would cause a red flag in her story. She said it was a bunch of black dudes smoking weed and drinking Hennessy.
And I don't
so black people known for drinking Hennessy.
I don't believe.
And I don't think that P. Diddy was rich as he was. Had no Hennessy.
I don't think P. Diddy drink Hennessy.
No.
And I don't think the people around drink Hennessy.
Right. She said they was drinking Hennessy. No, like you in the hood or something like that. So the prosecutor, they're gonna believe this.
Yeah, they're gonna believe that.
They're gonna believe it.
Because he brought her back to the hotel and smashed it.
Right.
Or somebody smashed it.
Yeah.
See, that's the problem. She probably don't remember what they was drinking. That's part of she probably went back to really get smashed. But the question is, was the smash part of the proposition? Because remember, if you saying you gotta do this in order to get this, man, that's not good. If he's already kind of shown that he would say that to people. Because he was saying that to men.
Mm-hmm.
So now he's opened up the door for even some people to come around. And I bet he partied with so many people. He probably don't remember none of the stuff that happened.
No, because of those drugs. Like I
Mhm.
said, like yesterday, the thing about with Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy got caught with the boy.
Mm.
And you know, and the thing about it, they be doing all these drugs, right?
Yeah.
They do all these Hollywood drugs. These Hollywood drugs ain't even on the market yet. It probably
Nobody
costs
knows
about
it, yeah.
$1,000 a pill
Yeah.
to get high, to get that,
Yeah.
to get they certain. They don't do regular pills
Yeah.
like Molly and stuff like that regular people do. No, they got high class
Pink
drugs.
cocaine.
Just like they got high class, they this Cristal that they drink costs $10,000, $5,000 a bottle. So you think they're gonna be swallowing $7, $10 pills? No.
And the question is, if they're getting you to do these drugs, right? Are you forcing? Are you using the drugs, or are they putting the drugs in things?
I
blunts?
think the power of manipulation, they use the drug right in front of them, but it is gonna make them want to use the drug.
Yeah.
So
Or
like,
coercion.
oh,
Yeah.
you got super
Yeah.
power.
So many people out there.
I'm Diddy.
So many high power people are on this. Come on. Huh?
Right.
Yeah. You got Mary J Blige snorting heroin
Right.
right in front of you, looking like, dang, that's Mary J Blige. You see Nas on drugs, and you like, dang, I'm gonna get rich after this. I don't gotta go back to work.
Right. So what they doing, they rich and powerful. I'm you know.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get down with them, whatever they doing. Then you find out you just got sore behind.
Right.
I'm just being not allegedly. You got a sore behind, and then you ain't getting nothing. You still broke.
Yeah. And that's the thing about it is the idol they use. They say that you're gonna make you famous and all this, but at the same time, what they got planned for you is you as a sex slave. See, so they manipulate and tell you that you're gonna be this rich person and powerful, you around me, but their whole plan for you is for them to be their sex slave. And that's at the end. That's a manipulative power that they hide. Most of these celebrities, these big, especially, Diddy, Mary J Blige, I believe they use it. You know where she get it from?
Who she was coached by.
Who she was coached by. She's good at it.
A
lot of them motherfuckers is really good at manipulation.
You come in the game with somebody, you been in the game with them that long, they move a certain way.
Right.
And you gonna start moving that way if you want to get, because they like, look, you ain't went, listen, Mary J Blige is dope, her music dope, no doubt. It's no argument there. But her status up here, they kept it up there for a reason. It's the same thing with a Jay-Z and a Beyonce.
Yeah, they kept it up there
Think
for
about
a reason.
hold up. Think about all the producers that didn't stand the test of time.
Yup.
Rodney Jerkins.
Yup. A lot of them people, they say,
those people that have staying power, they was creating hits.
Because they ain't play ball in the background. If you don't play ball in the background, that's what he's saying a little ride. It's about playing ball. It ain't about whether or not you just good. It ain't about talent at that point.
No, it ain't.
In that industry, listen, and I still see people
He got dirt on a lot of people.
Yeah, dirt.
Y'all talking about he about to go to jail for you? No, I don't think so. I think
he might try to
get out of it with a lot. He might get out of it with some of his wealth. And then on top of that, he got people he can snitch on.
He gonna have to snitch on somebody's power.
And you think
they
he
won't.
got that?
I think he got it. I think he may have it, but
ain't no doubt in my mind.
They might. I don't. That's the tricky thing about it. Who do he have? Barack Obama? I'm talking about above him that they would want. That's what I'm saying.
The bigger fish.
Like, who is the bigger fish than him? Because he's the biggest fish in that pond.
I know he got information he been saying.
Because if he go in there and say, man, I got Nas, they're like, man, we can't think about no Nas. Nas had already made a statement about you.
Right.
We got Nas on top.
Nas ain't no big fish. Nas
So if it's Jay-Z,
right.
Hey, we'll get him too.
Yeah.
See, they'll just get them on separate times.
Right. Yeah, we can get Jay-Z on a separate.
Yeah.
So we can't get all. We ain't trying to
we
get
still
all
got
y'all.
the case from the Foxy Brown stuff from the 90s.
Yeah, because it's gonna be too many high power lawyers in that case.
Mm-hmm. They gonna,
But at the same time, this is why P. Diddy was able to manipulate. This is why the feds was able to manipulate TD Jakes. Like I said, TD Jakes got a lot of high-powered lawyers.
Mhm.
But when they kicked in P. Diddy dough and raided him and got all those tapes, they got TD Jakes getting smashed, getting hit by a lot of men.
and they probably said,
Or
"Geez,
probably
we
smashing a lot of men.
That been the end of him.
Right.
That been the end of him.
So
That been the end of him right there.
it don't
He
matter
probably
how many
cried.
lawyers
He
we
probably
got,
said
we got
it.
evidence.
He probably sat in that room with them fast and cried
Right.
like a baby.
Right. We got evidence because let me tell you something. The feds no longer have to beat your ass. They don't have to beat. They got evidence on you.
Phone records.
Right.
Yeah.
They got phone records. They're like, you know what? We're gonna ruin your reputation even more.
You
We're
gotta-
gonna leak this sex tape out. And you know what? Some sex tapes get leaked out when some celebrities don't even know. How did it get leaked out? No, the feds be doing that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So it was from an
the
anonymous source.
Cassie B tape was leaked.
Right. From an nobody never know this.
Mhm.
So they're like, yeah, we're gonna leak this out.
From a hotel.
You better get
Where was it? Is it sitting in the archives?
No, it wasn't in our guy. They got it out that damn house, or they had it all along. It's either one. And they got TDJ. You right. They got TD and TDJ probably seen them tapes and cried like a baby.
mm-hmm.
I'll do whatever you want.
Right.
Have you ever been swallowed?
I ain't about to help him. I ain't about to help him.
Right, of course. And you know, and he's trying to get back his credibility back. His preaching credibility back.
So Ashley Cash and you said maybe Clive. They might Clive Davis. They might have. I don't want to say this live, but I'm gonna say it. They might have Clive Davis on the Whitney Houston murder.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna get real tricky, man.
Oh man.
It's gonna get listen. Diddy he may. It depends. Clive Davis is old too, so he might not make it to trial.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Of course, he's so old to the point where it's like, can he stand trial?
yeah,
Right.
but they may
Clive Davis could claim he got memory loss, things of that nature, all the time.
do the Harvey Weinstein play, walk around with a walker. You know, they do all that stuff, but I'm telling you,
Like they ain't healthy enough to stand trial.
right? They play like, you know, they sick, you know what I'm saying? They old. I just think that when I look at this is gonna be a really tough situation.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be bad for a lot of people that grew up in the 90s and 2000s. Like,
What do you think about the P. Diddy, not P. Diddy, but Keefe D. Tupac trial is
I think that's
open next month.
I think TPD is going to
Because he was always running his mouth.
I think
already.
he's told the feds already.
Right. Okay.
But I think the trial is gonna be shown. What I mean is he has to do time for it. I think they try not to show their hand in that. They got it in the back of their pocket that he put $1 million on Tupac. Puff.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's in their back pocket. And I think this Keefe D trial is a show. I think that Keefe D, I'll even kind of go a little further than this.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Keefe D might be under like some type of witness protection. What I mean is, I think the whole rest is just to put him somewhere where P. Diddy couldn't put a hit on.
That could.
And he telling the whole time. Because he was already telling in interviews. And he's going to come out and say, Tupac is dead because of P. Diddy put $1 million hit on. On top of the Shine thing. The woman saying he shot her. Not Shine. All that is going to...
Right.
I think that's insurmountable. I think it is.
Right.
I think when Cassie get a Keefe D gonna get up there, he gonna say that he gave $1 million. Shine gonna have to go. He gonna have to testify.
Right. So he said. So the woman said that P. Diddy.
She saw P. Diddy with the gunshot.
With the gun.
She gonna get on the stand and say he shot her. Cassie gonna get on the stand. Lil Rod gonna get on the stand.
Mm-hmm.
God knows who else. He can't beat that. I don't care how much money he got. He got to take a plea. It's too many. Like the jury gonna be looking at.
Mary gonna be dragged into it.
Yeah, they're gonna drag Mary on that stand. They'll say, "Hey, Mary, we got you at the bar. We can get you with the Danny boy you took and try. You took Danny boy over state line. We can just lock you. We can put you on the feds right there."
All these bitches taking the party. You think they gonna subpoena some of these people?
And you ain't have, even though you ain't have sex with it, you had sex with Danny boy.
Yeah.
You groomed him. You
Yeah.
was touching a little boy.
Mhm.
So we can get you.
We can get you. We can get you.
We can get you on a multitude of charges, Mary J.
Mhm.
So Mary J is, of course, she gonna fold. She don't come to me as no gangster bitch. Oh, yeah. Mary J is kind of hard. She got a lot of
Yeah,
scars.
but and that she
But-
hard, but she ain't never dealt with the federal government.
No, she older and wiser than that.
And a lot like when you're dealing with the federal government, Puffy ain't never dealt with the federal government.
Right.
That's why he's scared. He made an apology video because they had him. So they just said, "Oh, we got you with that."
After he categorically denied all allegations against him. I
But
wouldn't have put out an apology video personally.
you just admitted to. Well, you ain't. It was nothing to admit to. We looking at you beat the woman almost to death. We watching you beat her. So what's she gonna say? You see a video of him beating me, so it's
So
not
what else
far
is
fetched that he couldn't make me get involved in trafficking. Now y'all can tell me that ain't fact if y'all want. It's not far fetched that this man cannot make me get involved in trafficking if he beat me. And this is what I said about that video. After he beat her, he dragged her back into the hotel. It's kidnapping at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So all of that stuff is gonna.
Yeah, it is kidnapping.
Yo, it's truck. When they show that in that court, that's why he did that video. I messed up. I'm getting help, man.
Well,
And you know what? And that's right.
Child therapists.
You know what?
Well,
That's right. Look, let me tell you something. Let me tell you all in one video. That's robbery.
Yeah.
That's and kidnapping.
Yeah.
But what did he do? When he sucker punched, when that bitch ass nigga sucker punched her
He sucker punched a woman.
and knocked her down and then kicked her. And then he grabbed her belongings.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That could be that's great. He grabbed her belongings
Yeah.
and took it with him like, no, that's robbery too. I mean, come on. The
And the
feds,
LAPD claims they're not gonna charge him. It ain't about the LAPD charging him. Who's gonna charge him is the federal government.
right.
Because it's still under their. I'm telling you, that woman has already said he forced her to do this. He made her do this. He made her do that. She cooperating with the feds. Yeah, man. Yeah, this dude ain't. Listen, they even got John Gotti behind. They got John Gotti. He died in prison.
Right.
He was Teflon Don for a little minute. They eventually got him. And what they kept doing was they investigated him for decades. They kept getting him in trial. He got off. He was walking around strutting and shit. And they eventually got his ass. They never stopped. Once they said they're gonna get him, they're gonna get him. And they're gonna get him. They're gonna go after PDiddy and throw the whole. They sitting back right now. They threw the cash and shit out there. Let's get him. Now we're gonna turn public against him. Because everybody looking at him beat this woman almost to death.
Mm-hmm. You know what sick freaks do? They like to keep videos.
Yeah, oh God.
Right.
Yeah.
And I feel sorry for the feds when they had to sit there and look through all those
Oh
tapes.
God, they probably
P. Diddy smashing TD Jakes and Nas and all them.
Mm-hmm.
And that was got to be the worst thing. I feel sorry for them. They had to sit and watch. That's a dirty job.
Yeah, they probably in
And they had to watch every single minute.
Yeah.
Because there was abuse going on.
Mm-hmm.
And they had to watch every second of the video.
Yeah.
And the sick thing about P. Diddy, what did I point out yesterday? Another sick attribute with P. Diddy, like with making a band.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when making a band, he made them walk like 15 miles or 20 miles for a cheesecake.
Mm-hmm.
And it shows the feds this gonna be used in court.
And we already got one of the boys doing the interviews.
Right.
It's this. I'm telling you, that's gonna be.
This is abuse.
Yeah, they gonna have. I'm telling you.
And then when he got the cheesecake with his ungrateful behind, he threw it out.
Yup.
Like, this ain't good enough. And closed the door.
Now,
Like,
how many of them were underage? They were how many of them making bands were 17 years old? 16.
right. Cause young Chopper and
How old was
how old was Chopper
That's the
back
question.
then?
That's the how old was
Dialine.
Freddie is doing interviews talking about he wanted him to be investigated. And the Kim Porter, death. The Kim Porter death. I'm telling you,
Yeah, the Kim Porter death. That's
the
another thing.
mysterious Kim Porter
This
death.
is crazy. Yeah, I don't think if he ain't beat Cass, he would have killed Kim Porter.
Damn near dead.
Yup.
Dead.
That's crazy.
If he beat Cat, he's already beat Kim Porter. It's witnesses that he beat Kim Porter. You think he didn't come in there house and kill Kim Porter? I'm allegedly.
right.
That's what people saying on the internet. Like people are saying they need to reopen an investigation. You think the feds ain't looking into them to start pulling up on all time? They'll pull a body out that grave.
Right. Y'all.
On the body.
They zoom that body. And see if she had anything over there. They probably didn't look. Nobody probably looked at it when it happened. Said she really died of pneumonia.
Mm-hmm.
If the man can get pink cocaine, synthetic cocaine.
And you know, he rich. He can pay off doctors. He could have paid the doctor.
If that come out on him, he already done. Period. He done.
Right.
He's already that cast. That come out. If Tupac, Kim Porter, Biggie, oh God, Biggie. If all that come out on him, he's done. He gonna go to prison and he will never nobody. But people gonna say, why was you at them parties, Nas? French Montana. Like y'all was with this dude. Everybody was talking about how great he was until this happened. So ain't nobody, Fat Joe, you cannot come out and say, oh,
Ain't nobody standing with him.
P. Diddy, I knew him for 30 years and all. You know somebody for 30 years, you never seen this going on? Nothing?
Right.
Something ain't right there.
Diddy in another series is gonna come out. P. Diddy the serial killer.
Oh,
The serial rapist. How many the serial killer? Tupac, Biggie, Kim Porter.
Kim Porter.
I mean,
Oh,
countless other people, you know what I'm saying, could have that woman he tried to kill, shoot, shine. I mean, come on now.
And they said somebody said it was a chef. The lady had filed a lawsuit against him. He was found dead.
Right.
After the lawsuit. Because he was sexy or he was doing something to this lady.
Not only he's a serial, he's a serial rapist, he's a underage, he's also a freaking serial killer.
So we
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Nope. Man, look at this. Oh, it's not going there. Up his leg, fucking up his weed and drugs. Nobody know what's going on. Nobody won't count his feet.
Oh my gosh.
Happy birthday, King.
Yeah, Diddy. I mean, he and what was this?
Mary beat up
Mary J Blige. I've told y'all the abusive. This ain't no coincidence. You got Nas beating them Khalid. You got
He figured habits.
right.
Yep.
You got Diddy
Mary J
beat
Blige, cocaine,
right.
allegedly. Faith Happens, cocaine.
Right.
Man, hold up. Didn't you say what did Faith say? He locked us in the studio, gave some cocaine, and made us do that song. Made us do a song.
Man, who do the song?
Faith and what you call it with the missing or something like that.
112? He locked them in the
I'm talking
studio?
about Faith and Mary J Blige. They didn't want to do a song. They didn't want to do a song.
Love Don't Live Anymore?
I think so. And then
He locked them in there and gave him.
they told the story.
He locked them in a hotel, a studio and gave him cocaine. Yeah, that's gonna come back on him.
Motherfucking hit.
Yeah. Gave him cocaine? Oh, he been doing this shit.
We're gonna see the abuse of not only did Mary J. Blige is a child molester. She also is
On Tuesday, R&B singer Mary J Blige threw a record release party at the trendy downtown club M2. But that's not all she threw. The singer reportedly punched her husband, Kendu Isaacs, in the face after she thought he was flirting with the waitress. Footage obtained.
See, this is the typical abusive behavior in men, but especially in women too. Women, you know, when they control it, right? Just because he looked at a woman. Come on now, is that a reason why you should hit a man in his face? She should have been thrown right in jail. What if that was a dude? What if that was a man?
Oh no.
What if that was the roles were reversed? They
You
would
already
have
know.
threw his ass right in jail.
You already know. Come on, man.
Right there. He would have got arrested. They would have came and tackled his black ass. So women in manipulation, they can get away. They used to get away with it all the time. So this is showing the traits, the abuse. She got jealous, so she gonna put her hands on him. She probably been beating this man for years. For you know, her husband, she probably been. He probably got to speak up against her, but you know, men don't do that because of masculinity issues. And this right here is the credibility of Mary J. Blige's behavior.
Yep. And remember, she's making more money than this dude. She probably feel like he beneath her.
Right. And that's probably how she wanted. Of power, because she obsessed with power.
Yeah.
She probably want her dude.
Look at the company she keep.
Right. She probably want her dude to be lower than her.
If you got Diddy in part of his little hit you in,
Yup.
Hey, did he put his hands on?
Yup. Exactly. And she slapping, beating the nigga. Go ahead, play that.
Husband Kendu Isaacs in the face after she thought he was flirting with the waitress. Footage obtained by the Post shows Blige raising her hand in front of Isaacs as he is being held back by a security guard. Witnesses said that the multi-Grammy winner hit him in the face and left a bite mark on his hand before storming off.
Hit him in the face and
bit the man.
I mean, come on.
Now, if he did that to her,
right,
she'd be running around talking about women empowerment.
Right.
She just bust the man upside his head and bit the man.
Right. She was running around with women
and stormed off.
Sorry for her.
Yeah, because she felt he was talking to a waitress. Because she controlling this man through the money.
Right.
Oh, I got the money. I'm Mary J Blige.
Right.
How dare you hit the man in the face?
That's that Diddy behavior.
Now people be jumping through the roof. This is the same thing that this dude was beating that girl. This is the same type of behavior. I'm just beat on whoever I want. I get mad. I can do what I want to do. This is the same type of behavior coming from this woman. You don't like that's not called for to be putting your hands and whooping on nobody. I don't care. The man is embarrassed.
Right.
He's clearly embarrassed. He gotta be the most embarrassed man in the world. Because not only he got embarrassed, he got hit in the face and bit by his wife, by a woman, and he gotta stand there and take it.
You beneath me.
Y'all, you beneath me.
You beneath me. I got you here. You got the nerve to look like you want to front. That's how she control her victims. And she can't look. He can't even look at a woman. And she go out getting smacked in the face.
No, yup, that's exactly.
That's a controlling behavior.
So if a man, the abusive men do that too. Right. If you don't look, if you look at another man, she can say, hey, how you doing? You looking at him. He could have just spoke to the way.
Yes. He probably just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And look, imagine what she's doing behind closed doors. She gonna do this in front of everybody.
This story is old.
Yeah, this old, but nobody says something about it. See, this is the thing. This is a pattern of behavior that we pulling off of why you hanging with a weirdo like Diddy for 20 years, 30 years, because you do the same thing. You can't control your anger, but you never gonna be held accountable because you're a woman. Let me tell you something too. This is the same man as she divorced and she had to pay him alimony, and she crying about.
She said he chose to keep the side chick. I wonder why.
What man? You beating him? You beat the man. A man gonna go find him somewhere else, and now you keep getting beat up.
Right. And
you probably talking to him any type of way.
Give him credit like y'all be giving women credit.
Yeah.
Like, give this man credit that he escaped that abuse.
Yeah, this man was abused.
And if she wasn't beating him, she probably was getting some dudes who probably come in.
I'm
a
telling
bodyguard.
you, like you said,
hey, guess what? Smack this nigga up.
Diddy and his goons was probably in that party. I'm gonna get Diddy and them to do something to you. Right. And that's why he probably ain't doing nothing. Because you see him doing his hand like, go back a little bit. Let's go back a little bit. When she smacked the shit out of him, watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
The singer reportedly punched her husband, Kendu Isaacs, in the face after she thought he was flirting with the waitress. Footage obtained by the Post shows Blige raising her hand in front of Isaacs as he is being held back by a security guard. Witnesses said that the multi-Grammy winner hit him in the face and left a bite mark on his hand before storming off.
He held his hand up because he'd been bitten. She bit him and punched him in the face.
Right.
Now he completely embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
And then she had these big ass bodyguards standing in the middle.
So like, hey, you better not do.
So now he can't go
whoop yo. You know what we gonna do? We gonna whoop your. Guess when you get home, we gonna whoop your ass. You been looking at that? What?
Exactly. He ain't paying.
No, right. So that she probably like she's throwing up like, get this dude.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, and he probably telling him like, dude, we gonna whoop your ass when you get to the.
He just gotta stand there and get beat up.
Right.
What
did you do, bro? We got you.
Yeah, he might testify to RICO.
Right. Yeah.
Cause she look what she done to the dude, and we supposed to feel that you should pay him. You beat him up.
Right.
Cassie got paid $30 million for getting beat up.
Right.
He should get 30.
He should get $30 million.
You beat them up,
and you got this right on. And look, this is the thing about it. We ain't got. What if P Diddy did this to Cassie? Right in the same for like. See, this is like a Cassie video, right here.
Yeah.
This is the Cassie video that everybody ignoring because he's a man.
Yeah.
And
he had his manhood is completely done.
Right.
Because his heat spar soul is probably I couldn't even imagine. Listen, not only you had to get beat up and embarrassed, but now you got grown men standing over you, threatening to beat you up too.
Right.
So now you're in a position like, dang, and I gotta look out for her. She gotta look out for me economically and financially.
Right.
So now I'm really stuck in it. But that's why the man had to get paid.
Right.
When the divorce happened, he had to be paid. And I bet you her paying him is for this type of stuff, for the year she beat him.
Yeah. That's what it is. The alimony she had to pay. Yeah, okay, yeah, I accept that because and that's probably why he didn't move forward.
Yeah. He could have sued her for the abuse. Because they got on camera beating him. And they're gonna have a big ass bodyguard standing in the way of her really throwing that punch on him. The man hit like, dang, she done bit me in the hand. He embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
His manhood he feel like his manhood but he did the right thing. Because they probably would have beat him to death.
Right. They would have beat him to death. He did anything, man. They probably did. He got a whooping when he got home.
Yeah.
He got a whooping. They probably they probably pulled his pants down, got the extension cord out, and whooped his butt. He ain't got lashes on his face. They ain't gonna show that. Yeah. He got lashes on his back and his butt. That's the truth. Mary J Blige. See those type of lashes. You can see the slavery type lashes. How they beat him back then. No, she ain't stupid enough to show lashes on his face. No, him with a black eye. No, it's undercover lashes.
Let's go back to this. We're gonna play this again.
The singer reportedly punched her husband, Kendu Isaacs, in the face after she thought he was flirting with the waitress. Footage obtained by the Post shows Blige raising her hand in front of Isaacs as he is being held back by a security guard. Witnesses said that the multi-Grammy winner hit him in the face and left a bite mark on his hand before storming off. The party to celebrate her new album, Stronger, was attended by the likes of Beyonce, Jay-Z, and Irv Gotti.
So Beyonce and Jay-Z standing around. See what I'm saying? It's the same weirdos that we've talked about. That 50 Cent said Jay-Z had. When Jay-Z does this come out? Because 50 Cent knows this weird stuff was going on. You think 50 Cent didn't know that they all in some weird clique?
Right.
50 Cent know they all in a weird clique. He knows it. That's why he's saying what Jay-Z. Because Beyonce and them standing around watching him beat the nigga to death.
Right.
And then the security held the man while she beat him. So he couldn't do nothing. There was nothing the man can do. It's just a humiliating thing. She needed to pay him $30 million. I would have sued her ass. I would have said, hey, get this $20,000 a month. Give me $30 million.
Yeah.
For all the abuse and all the disrespect. She probably caught, no telling what she said, what she saying to that man.
She paying the bill. She paying all the bills.
Yeah.
This dude probably is demoralized right now. He probably think his self-esteem is so low down.
Man,
I mean,
yeah.
it's like he can look. It is a lifetime of demoralization and self-esteem issues.
Yeah.
You got a woman getting beat up by this woman, and plus getting beat up by her bodyguards throughout the year.
And he being threatened. He's scared.
Threatened, yeah.
He's scared. The man's scared of his life.
Right.
He can't really do nothing. Because now he can't be like, don't hit me like that no more. He can't do that. Because he's already been threatened.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you he's threatened. Because she whooped on him and walked off. Like,
right. If she do that in public, imagine what she's doing behind closed doors.
And I'm telling y'all, this is what I'm saying. It's the same thing when the abusive man, making up stuff in his head. Right. That a woman is talking to another man.
Yeah.
She might have smiled because somebody said something nice to her. What you smiling for? Wow. That's what she did.
Yeah, she made She made up something in her head.
Back in the head with a bottle of blood a couple times too.
Yo, he thanked the waitress. He thanked a waitress, and she punched the shit out of that dude.
Mm-hmm.
Now she was really comfortable in doing it.
Right, like you with Mary J Blige, like you gonna flirt with somebody in front of Mary J Blige, in front of the whole paparazzi at a party. You gonna be dumb enough to flirt with somebody. You dumb enough to do that. No, that's all in her head. That's all in her head, her controlling, manipulative mind.
Yup. The man he probably said, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Right. For the drink, she gave the drink. The girl probably said, hey, thank you for the drink. He smiled a little bit at it. He probably, in her mind, she probably crossed that with Beyonce, and she probably walked over there and beat the nigga.
And you know what? I think it's a coaching, it's a class you got to go through to be like Diddy. Mm-hmm. Right?
Damn.
It's a college. It's a Diddy college that you got to go through.
Oh God, man!
You got to go through the Diddy college and how to manipulate, and this is
bad woman, huh?
Right?
Dang, man!
How the game? If Diddy teach you the game, you know how them old school players, Diddy around here teaching the game. And you got a bunch of rappers, upcoming rappers, and stuff like that. Get on my team. You gonna have to
Diddy probably said, "This how you gotta do it.
This how you gotta treat
it." If you get disrespected, you
tell them how to fold their punches. And hit them with an elbow.
Yup.
Officially marked.
Because I'm telling you, Cassie probably got beat up because she probably texted another man saying, "Get me out of here."
Right.
She probably said, "Get me out of here. I gotta get out of here. Get me out of here."
Right.
She probably said, "Get me out of here," and she probably got beat up based upon that.
Right.
It'd be something in their mind. She could have texted her mama,
and
her mama probably was like, he could say, "Oh, it's another man," and beat up. Right. You never know. Like
my mama showing like, no,
it's still be that's another man. You gotta pretend you under your mama name and beat up. Like you don't know why he was beating her. But this is the same thing as him in that towel. To me, it's just a man. This is the same behavior. And him coming out there with that towel.
Yeah.
It's just people don't look at it the same.
It's the same thing.
People don't look at it the same.
You gotta look at
let's not bring
you gotta look at this as the same thing.
Yeah.
She hit this man. He hit Cassie. It's the same thing.
You put your hands on somebody that wasn't trying to put their hands on you. Cassie was not fighting you. He sucker punched Cassie.
And this is the thing about it. He did it in private, though. He never put his hands on Cassie in public.
Yeah,
and even her, even the Chris Brown situation. You understand when that shit happened? Do you understand that the father was downplaying it? because she actually was hitting him.
Yeah, and it was in the car. They weren't
She
fighting him.
actually hitting him first.
Now, when you put your hands on somebody in front of a lot of people, it's really bad. And look, Mary J Blige, it's not like I'm telling y'all, Mary J Blige, you're right. Mary J Blige just went through Diddy college.
The Diddy
So
college.
they used to call it Diddy camp when Usher went through it. But it's
Sure.
Diddy college. And I think Diddy told her probably how to really dominate somebody, manipulate people. And that is, I think he was probably at this party. I think Diddy was in there. Jay-Z was definitely in there. And he is one of the Weirdo. He in the Weirdo crew. And I'm telling you, I think they whipping heads in that, man. I think it.
This is Peter Kong for NYPost.com.
Oh man,
Man,
hey,
she got
Love is beautiful.
that is bad as the is that bad as the Cassie? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Go ahead.
Is it bad as the Cassie?
Cassie was bad, but I'm talking about as far as putting your hands on somebody. It's not fighting you back.
I think
Over whatever reason, you ain't got a good reason why you did it.
right. It was all because he thought she was flirting with somebody.
That's not a good reason to put your hands.
But with the Cassie video, it's like this. Let me go this. Let's get this before. Now this video is Cassie speaking out.
Okay.
Play this real fast.
Statement on Instagram. Now, some of you may remember this is the video, which we have to warn you is difficult to watch. CNN released this footage.
Hey, running around.
There you go. With a towel.
With some socks on. So she had to sneak out. Why
He forgot to put his
underwear.
underwear.
Yeah, because she was like, she had the hoodie on trying to hide the head. And hold up, she could have got beaten prior before that.
That's what I'm saying. I think she got beat up and he went to take a shower. She must say, I beat the shit out of her and now I need to take a shower.
Why the hell do she have on a coat though?
A hoodie. I think she probably didn't really want. You know how
She
you
was trying to go.
you
She
high
was trying to get
profile.
out.
It's March, Los Angeles. It could have been a little, probably like 60-something degrees in the night. Yeah. I'm thinking this is in the middle of the night.
But she got on the hood in a hotel.
I mean,
But did she be?
did she have some bruises? That's the thing about it. She had some bruises already.
They said she had a black eye.
Okay.
Right there.
Right here at this time. So that could
So-
be just in case somebody seen her.
Or could it be her hiding for hotel security?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Y'all, I don't.
Because somebody who could call her be like, oh yeah, she's escaping. So
She moving too.
She moving too. So,
Now, some of you may remember this is the video, which we have to warn you is difficult.
Said that. Y'all, and when we said we was talking about it, and I'm not trying to be funny, I said when stuff like somebody chase you, the elevator sound you take a bath.
right.
And it could be like the 7th floor. But
Right.
it seems because she's trying to run for her life, the elevator part was taking forever.
Right.
That nigga was running down that hall.
So this is the timeline right here. Right. So by the time I'm gonna go back, right? So she's coming out,
Yeah.
right?
Graham. Now, some of you may remember this is the video.
Yeah, she don't have on no socks.
No socks, no.
She ain't got on no socks, so she's escaping at this point.
Yeah, she's escaped.
Which we have to warn you is
See, she put on the socks.
She was able to put on her socks.
Or shoes. It could be shoes. She was putting it on as the elevator coming up.
You're right.
So apparently these bags got her belongings in.
right.
Yeah.
So
Clutch.
Yeah.
So P. Diddy didn't automatically come running out because he would have came running after her right there.
No, it took a while.
difficult to watch. CNN released this footage Friday of last week.
So he know that he got a towel. Why?
So why?
So you a billionaire?
Why is he in a towel such a rush to catch?
Why he in a towel? Because he don't want nobody to see him naked on camera.
Yeah, he know he on
So
camera.
he already know he on camera.
because he gonna pay for that
Right.
footage after.
And he had enough time to put some socks on. So if he was in the shower, he had some socks put on. He got some socks put on, right? So.
And Cassie remained silent until this morning. Her statement reads in part.
Oh, they didn't show the sucker punch.
He
sucker punched
her,
her.
right?
He sucker punched a woman.
Thank you for all of the love and support from my family, friends, strangers, and those I have yet to meet. Domestic violence is the issue. It broke me down to someone I never thought I would become. This healing journey is never ending, but this support means everything to me. Thank you. Cassie also offered her support to other people living in fear and wrote, quote, reach out to your people. Don't cut them off. No one should carry this weight alone. Quote. I think people were waiting for her to respond because it's, and I really appreciated in her statement that she didn't say, see.
Everybody acting like they care. Y'all all listen, they have been showing this dude for years. It has been people talking about he has been involved in Tupac murder. He has cheated people out of money. It's a woman that got on Tasha Gay's 87. Then did he sit on her stomach? He beat the baby out of her. All this stuff has been out. So why everybody acting like this video come out? It's just something new about this guy.
Because it's actual facts.
Yeah, it's actual footage.
Yeah, it's the footage, huh? So everybody seen the footage and they say, oh man, you know what I'm saying? He really did.
You can put somebody down the head. Tell me, then you talk about the buddy grab a Cassie. But hold on. Well, now it's a video. What you gonna do now, Didi?
I mean, you according to her, you force her into the sex trafficking game. According to her.
And thing about Cassie, she's a part of it.
Cassie,
no matter what,
if you looked at what she was saying was happening, and
the footage,
and all this other stuff, she could be in federal prison too. But here's the
now
thin,
she's got immunity.
Yeah, the thin line is was she afraid of her life, and she was afraid of her life.
Right.
That man
showing her escaping.
Y'all been showing her escaping, and he dragged her back.
Right.
Into that. Because he whooped on her. He sucker punched her. I never really said nobody said nothing. You brought that up. He sucker punched her.
He probably whooped on her before too.
Yeah, baby.
It could have been one of them.
Every goddamn.
It could have been one of what's love got to do it. See how Tina Turner escaped after Ike Turner went to sleep.
Yeah. I think he beat.
Shower.
I think
she tried to get that was her thing. This man came out naked in a towel to catch up before anybody really saw her face or anything. So someone tells me she was abused in there and then escaped while he was in the shower. You gotta think about it.
Right.
Why is she such in a rush?
I think the diddler has beat her. If she's with him 10, 12 years, I think he beat her 98% of the time.
Yeah, he beat her every day.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing about it. There goes the speculation that hurts his reputation.
Yeah, I think he beat every woman he was with. And I think that this beating,
I don't think Jennifer Lopez went for it.
He probably
Jennifer Lopez.
Now he probably gave us some threats, but he knew that.
If she said, remember when you try to buy her, she said love don't cost a thing. The little song she was saying.
Yeah.
And then she said, you gotta think about it. The stuff in her album, her song. You already had. He left Kim Porter to go to Jennifer Lopez.
You think he beat Jennifer Lopez?
No, I don't think that happened.
I think it's possible.
You know, I think she had too much money at the time.
Or maybe somebody was like, "Hey, you better not."
I think if you in love like P. Diddy was, that monstrous act behavior is gonna come out. I think P. Diddy, he probably, and Paul, you I'm not saying you could be right about this. J-Lo could be a whole lot powerful than the average woman. He probably can't. He probably couldn't manipulate her the same way. She probably strong.
This is why they broke up. You talking about, but he manipulated her in certain ways Cassie talking about yeah, Diddy had her hiding pistols and shit. Then somebody reported that Jennifer Lopez had a pistol in her shit too for Diddy. What you think, though?
I think he raised his voice at and called her, out our name, probably emotionally abusive at first. Was like, you hoe, you little slut, and all that type of stuff. But I believe he probably couldn't get that far. J-Lo probably couldn't.
I think it was people around him really watching.
Yeah. She's powerful. J-Lo was powerful. Very powerful.
That's what I said.
So he can't be with a powerful woman.
The team was like, this is not a good move for you.
Right. He can't be. See, the thing with Diddy, he can't be with a powerful woman who has her own mindset. Like J-Lo got a king.
And when he got Mary J Blige, she was on the come up. He was producing a song.
Right. So he already got in her brain and manipulated her to see. J-Lo wasn't going.
Think about it. When the last time Diddy had a high powered woman that was like the likes of Beyonce, Kim Kardashian, like Kanye West now?
Right.
He always had women that had a little less.
Right.
Well, a lot less.
I told you.
Right.
I told you this. She kind of just said, yes, like this happened. I'm healing. I'll always be healing, and made it about others. If they're going,
Incredible amount of restraint.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because inside, she probably is like, anyone who doubted me, now there's massive receipts to this. But
yeah, the denials, the shaming, the accusations from his camp, and just to remain silent until now it shows a lot of fortitude.
And courage.
And courage.
And courage on her part, yeah.
And courage. And it is a hard video to watch. When we all first saw it, I know we all went,
every time you see it.
Especially, with this coming to light. And for her, this is her lived experience.
Right.
She lived through that. And so the re-traumatization that I can only imagine, we don't know the depth of that because I'm not her, but that she's experiencing, watching this.
Reliving
if she's even watching it, but just, reliving it. Yeah.
But she brings up a good point when it comes to domestic violence survivors reaching out to other people and not feeling so alone, because that is a tactic from abusers, is using that to isolate you and make you feel like you're.
I talk to her family.
And I agree with all that point. But here's the issue with this. P. Diddy was still giving that bag out. And this wasn't like she was dealing with the broke dude that was just beating her at the factory.
Right. Probably beat her up and get her a new
you know what I'm saying? It wasn't this dude. That bag wasn't that bag. Diddy was spending that bag. Let's call it like it is. Let's call it straight down the middle. And it's a lot of stuff. Cassie know where the bodies was buried. And Cassie ain't said a fucking word about none of them bodies that was buried until this came out. And I'm gonna tell you, she got a little nudge from the federal government. And they was gonna say, we're gonna put you in this RICO. That we're gonna get this dude with. And this is what this is all about. This ain't got nothing to do with domestic violence. Because this ain't even domestic.
Yeah, but you gotta think about the timeline. All right, Cassie said, I'm tired of this abuse. I'm out of here. I'm threatening to sue Diddy. If I don't tell these stories, I'm telling what's going on with him. All right, then the Fed, later on the Fed. Oh, we ain't done with you yet.
Could the feds been caught a hold of Cassie, right?
Probably so.
And then put a wire on her to go back in to this relationship?
They could have. I think they would have came at him early. I really think that
she would have been disappeared and dumped somewhere.
Yeah, I think that he owed her money because he did a lot of stuff, messed up a career contract. This is my personal belief, and people may not agree with it, but this is my personal belief. I believe she was complicit in all the stuff he was doing. Now, whether he forced her to be complicit,
you tell me side pieces. I'm talking. He probably had some side pieces. All these parties he threw. He wasn't just faithful.
No, he was bringing all these people and forcing people to do it. She's seen a lot of stuff. Now, whether she was just looking at it from a fear standpoint, we don't know. But still, what she said in that thing in that lawsuit, she could be charged. Right. If she was doing criminal act. She said it, criminal act. And I think that's why the lawsuit came. And the lawsuit is about, hey, let's get this bread out. Let's get him on this. Let's get money out of his pocket so he can be tied up in civil lawsuits that can hurt his defense.
Or let me get this money before he go down, because they own.
That could be it too.
But it's certain type of
Let me get my
confessions
thing.
too. That okay, they probably got her on that as well, but to get a confession out of Diddy.
It could be they could have
To get a wire.
Yeah.
She probably got a wire, you know, and
yeah. I wouldn't be surprised.
right. And I think that probably could have, yeah, right. She can, you know, she was engaging in criminal activities, which makes her to me a piece of shit too.
And I think that's the point that a lot of people don't want to say, because it's been lumped in that, see,
You're a victim, and then you don't want to.
yeah, you don't want to go there
Yeah.
because you see this video and this video is bad.
I'm gonna tell you something. I seen a lot of I seen a lot of gangs of mob bosses beating down a supplier. It's like you see abuse in not only just with men and women. We talking about men in a drug gang.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot of
Whoever on top going to abuse people.
Right.
Abuse people.
very
But
abusive.
I just don't, after a while, it just, nobody, I'm talking about in his camp, even Cassie said a fucking word about knowing what's going on. Even when she left him. This is, this is going to hurt a lot of people's feelings. When she left, she has been broken up with Diddy for 6 years. Out of the 6 years, she never said, this dude is a monster, leave him alone. She was away from him.
Right.
It just, all of a sudden, she filed the lawsuit. I just feel like all of them was complicit, even her. And all of them was involved some type of way. Now, was he threatening her and stuff? I bet, yeah.
Right.
But they was involved. And the feds got him on. And they gonna see who's gonna tell on him. And I just think she's the first one to just flip on him. That's it's a flip. Everybody think it's a victim, it's a flip.
Right. Yeah.
It's like when you get called, you got called with the key, you say who you brought, who you got it from.
Right.
It's the same thing. It's like, no, we got you.
Right. No matter what you did, no matter what.
We're gonna give you immunity.
You got immunity for this case.
We're gonna give you immunity. We need you to get him about it. That's it. And I think the abuse part is to make her look like a victim. So when she testifies, because they gotta get
They can't fuck it up.
Yeah, they can't. They gotta keep her
She
real
can't be
clean.
she can't be an accomplice and a victim.
Yeah, but
This ain't gonna work.
that lawsuit has implicated her. If you read that lawsuit, she has implicated herself in that lawsuit as involved in whatever he got going on. And that's just fact. And what people don't understand is stop all this, like the victim, domestic violence. It ain't just domestic violence. Let me say that. It's deeper than that. It's just how they play the game in the industry. And people, we starting to see it. We always kind of felt it.
Eyewitness.
Yeah, we started to feel it. But man, this tape been out since 2016. But words said about this. Not from him, not from her, not from anybody else in the industry. This dude just got a Lifetime Achievement Award at the Grammys last year. So at one point, somebody got to say, hey, we got a tape out here. And nobody know about it. TMZ didn't have that tape. And y'all know TMZ, they be having all types of stuff, but they didn't have that tape. Something wrong with that.
Because of feds.
Yup. So either the feds got that tape early, or he got that tape early, and they found it.
And everybody know that, look in the hood. The feds don't come. They don't come on a humbug.
No. When
They come when they got you on something.
They got evidence.
And they've been watching you for years. To take down an empire like Diddy, it's gonna take years of surveillance. It's gonna take years of audio, phone conversations. They ain't just gonna kick in your door and embarrass themselves and spend millions of dollars in trial. No, they invested in the trial. They know they're gonna spend these millions. They know they got about 5-10 million countless of money to spend on a trial.
Yeah.
Only if it can prove a conviction. That's an investment.
Yeah. That's
So
that's the politics. I want a conviction rate. You know. I
yeah.
want good, you know.
And if you can get P. Diddy if you got that on your resume, I took down P. Diddy. I mean, but you know you cannot take down P. Diddy.
The charges.
Right.
You know, all them charges, they mean almost mean the same thing. You know, you got 21 charges. With a good lawyer, you're gonna get them down to 6. And then you gotta deal with those 6, chop them down.
Yep. You gotta
deal with the 6. You gotta deal with the 6 and prove he's not guilty of them 6.
And none of this can be circumstantial. If the feds knew that they didn't have the evidence to come on, you know, for Diddy, they wouldn't have. It would still be an ongoing investigation. If they didn't have this already of him beating down Cassie, it'll still be an ongoing investigation.
I agree.
So yeah, they had to have some wires. Somebody been wired. We got the wiretaps. They already got them. They already got P. Diddy admitting to so it's all about time. Now they got to get the witnesses, right? They got to get the empire. Now we have to turn everybody against Diddy. So we starting with Cassie, right? They didn't got her, right? T.D. Jakes. T.D. Jakes had 2 days ago had made a statement about the domestic violence was going on around the internet, and everybody know he was referring to Diddy.
They probably
because they called him getting his booty ate.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Balls. No Diddy.
Right. So they got, and they was gonna release that to the public without, and they probably play like it was some random person who didn't hacked. The fans know how to get you. Oh yeah, we can play like we can play like you a nerd. We like some nerd hacks your account. They got the biggest nerds, the biggest hackers, right? And then they got all this evidence, and now they got I believe in my heart of hearts that they got so much surveillance on Diddy. The only move right now is to get the people to turn against him. Right? That's the only move now. T.D. Jakes is trying to revive his career. He's trying to revive him being back behind the
question now. He ain't had no convictions, but he's in question.
Right.
His reputation.
He wanna get back on the pilot's house. So if anyway, the T.D. Jakes is a snake anyway. He a dirty, low down, fat dog. A piece of shit. I can't stand. And
he's trying to act like he.
Right. And look, he a snake. He will do anything. He ain't no down. Let me tell you something. P. Diddy made the biggest mistake when he recruited T.D. Jakes, even to be, you know, a part of in his parties. That's the worst thing you could do. That's the worst thing you can do. You got a square that you already know he gonna snitch. So you got T.D. Jakes, and he gonna flip like he, you know, behind. He flipped behind closed doors, but he gonna get in front of the nation from his boy, his homeboy P. Diddy, and denounce him. And y'all already know that's what preachers be doing when they get caught up in scandals.
And
they try to find.
You know something, and it's so funny. They have video and stuff. He has not been officially charged.
He ain't been charged with nothing. The feds is painting a picture. They corrupt the public before we get this dude on a RICO Act to make sure we ain't got no mistakes. we're gonna get the public to go against him. That's the main thing. Now the public hate P. Diddy.
Yeah.
Now a conviction for P. Diddy is
shit. My star's friend and his star friends are not
is
motherfuckers by
guaranteed.
him.
Yeah, because if they stand next to him, they hit him with the hit their ass with the RICO.
So to get a RICO for sure, you're gonna spend millions of dollars on this case.
Yeah,
you gotta have a certain.
And this case is not gonna go no 2-3 months. This case is
Conviction.
going for a couple of years.
Yeah, they're gonna hold. Yeah, he gonna have to. Yeah,
The longer the case, the more money he gonna spend with these lawyers.
yeah, he gonna keep spending money. He gonna keep fighting lawsuits too. The civil suits keep coming. What he fighting about 6 civil school suits right now that he ain't settled.
Who's it, Lil Rod?
He got Lil Rod. He got the 2 women in the 90s. He got the white woman now. He got another. It's 5 cases. They fight.
And that's what they do. They're gonna take their time and allow them suits come, and then they're gonna come for him. This money, you're fighting too many cases.
I agree.
He probably be training them molesters like Spartans. For real. He probably got a whole class of. They got it on video. The feds got all the class of. He probably got soldiers. You know what I'm saying? P. Diddy is a powerful billionaire. He a trick. The most powerful trick in the industry. And he ain't hesitant because he's spending on men and women. So he got men slaves and he got women, you know. So, hey, the next one we're gonna get Cassie. The next video we're gonna break down Cassie and a serial killer P. Diddy is. P. Diddy is a serial killer and Cassie's not being that innocent.
I think y'all need to check Cassie's background.
Oh yeah, that next video. Oh yeah, people. I don't care if nobody like this. We gonna have to
Bro, then she dating Ron Leslie, who's just such a good guy.
They had to get him out of the way.
And they got him out of the way. And all of a sudden, that man ain't making music no more. Where's Ron Leslie at?
Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something.
Broke that man heart. Left him.
This stuff is being. This is what they want to be dressed up.
You ran with Diddy, right?
And she's a victim. But his pictures, they looking kind of comfortable on them pictures. Now I don't know if she went to acting classes, but I'm gonna tell y'all. I think she was approached with some charges.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. You upside the head.
She's approached with some charges.
They got her with the gunner. Like, hey, we gonna get you. We gonna
got her with that gun.
She got her with the gunner, and she said,
Did she admit to carrying a pistol?
Yeah,
She's a violent. See, Cassie.
And she also admitted to getting prostitutes.
But I mean, can you possibly kill someone? Because I mean, you're doing this, and at some point you grew up.
Right. And some women, let me tell y'all something. Some people were saying that, I can't quote the name who said this, but they said Cassie stood up to Diddy. Cassie fought back in some instances.
That was the bodyguard said she was whooping up Diddy. Yeah.
So Cassie had thick skin. Cassie was powerful. She was getting into Mary J Blige. Cassie had some good music. Like,
so you think that he was going to turn her into like a Mary J Blige?
Was a hit.
You think he was trying to turn her into Mary J Blige? Will she start whipping the ass eventually?
Right.
And hold on. They said allegedly that when he used to talk shit to Kim Porter, Cassie be right there. When he used to put hands on Kim Porter.
That's what people said.
And this is what they said.
Nobody said nothing about and
this is the part right.
Cassie so good, why she never spoke out and said, "Hey, we need to look into Kim Porter's death."
Right.
None of this is said until
Cassie dumped on the side of the road some damn well.
Well, she could be dumped on the side of the road now. She talking. That's what I'm talking about.
But she aware the eyes is on.
I think
you can't do nothing when the eyes.
I think she's a federal witness.
Right. That's what
she is the gun of this case.
You can't do nothing with them eyes is on.
Because they got. I'm telling you. I agree.
Eyes on Diddy. Who you gonna put a hit on?
In my opinion, I think the feds came to her and said, "Hey, you want to go to federal prison? Or you want to testify? Because we got you doing this, that, and the other." I guarantee you they got it.
It's a lot of questionable stuff. Why Cassie leave now? Why she put the lawsuit out now? What happened? Cassie, what did you do? You know the feds coming down the pipeline?
Them statements sound.
The Fed charges coming down.
And it look bad.
Let me get my money before I get it out before they get him.
And you getting beat up. You know what I'm saying? People seeing it, we looking at it.
And I mean, and it's not like she got the whole 30 mil. Like we don't know the details. Did she get the whole 30 mil?
We don't know that for sure.
Time? Is she getting payments?
I think she getting paid. Oh, damn. That's right.
Payments?
We don't know. Nobody know the
he settled that quick.
Yeah.
So
she gotta pay third to the lawyer. So she ain't get 30 mil.
Yeah, 1/3.
Yeah. And all I'm saying to people is this. I wouldn't be putting Cassie up there as just this sweet girl.
Right.
I would be saying anybody that was around this guy for years and years and years, they couldn't have came out with no dirt.
Right.
That's just my personal opinion.
A decade?
12 years? They couldn't have came out with no dirt.
Right.
And I believe the reason why she is the star witness is because she been offered an offer she couldn't refuse.
Mm-hmm.
They got her immunity.
Mm-hmm.
The federal government came and said, "Hey, we got you on this." Mm-hmm. They probably got flight tapes if she was bringing somebody over for this dude.
Mm-hmm.
You give us him, we can make you out to be the victim, and that's why they put this video out.
And of course, he sued her for $30 million. If she sued him for $30 million, I guarantee you, she gonna be right on that witness stand.
Yeah.
Saying everything through all the 9 years, 12 years.
Cassie, what did you see?
It's gonna be a whole testimony.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a whole. It's gonna be like
she gonna say
8 weeks testimony.
He forced me to do this. He forced me to do that. That's what her whole testimony gonna be. Because his lawyer is gonna be like, "Hey, Cassie, you went and got this prostitute. You said you was gonna do this." I'm just saying his lawyer's gonna have a whole game. They're gonna demonize the hell out of her. And she's just gonna go up there and say, "He forced me to do this. He forced me to do that."
Mm-hmm.
And that's where the gray area is. I believe he forced her, but I don't think he forced her every time.
Right.
That one time she became a monster. Now I give her a little bit of a break because he got her when she was like 19. He molded her into that monster.
Being a monster.
Yeah.
He taught her. He taught her how to be a monster.
Yeah.
Right.
And when she got out of line, she said, "I'm good. I don't want to do this." Beat her down. That was the game. I could beat her down.
And then when she started making hit songs, she got full of herself. Like,
yeah.
You know what? I don't need you no more. And she got thick skin after.
Yeah.
Which I believe that Mary J Blige had thick skin. She couldn't just get beat up by Diddy.
No.
Because you see the way she was putting her hands on her husband. No. Mary J Blige would fight you back. She ain't gonna let you put your hands on
Mary J Blige was at a point
right
where she was the abuser.
Right.
Because when you go through abuse like that, you become timid, and you know what I'm saying, or you become abuser. She became the abuser. So now she can beat this man now. Right. She had more power over this man.
Yeah, more
and that's why he was beating Cassie. He had more power over Cassie.
Right.
So now she was forced. You don't know what she was forcing that man to do with Diddy. I'm just Mary J Blige was forcing that man to power.
Sicking Diddy on him.
Sicking Diddy on him. Or make him go do something with Diddy. I'm just saying, like that man, if you're a man.
Think about it, he got punched and bit.
He just stood.
Lifestyle.
She punched him and bit him that fast.
Your lifestyle. You talk about that.
She probably just bit that nigga first, bit the skin out of his hand. You know what I'm saying? Let him know and then stuck on stone on that nigga.
Think about it.
And she walked away.
A lot of people do stuff for money. The lifestyle.
Yeah, yup. And he was just doing it for the money, like Cassie. They was doing it for the lifestyle, but you got to get them ass whoopings in between.
Right.
Let's keep it real.
It come with the millions.
When the ass whoopings come with so Cassie had to get them ass whooping in. When they got out of line, they got their ass. But you wanted the millions. So Mary J Blige, as a man, not only was she gonna beat your ass, but security was gonna beat your ass.
Right.
So he couldn't do nothing. If he swung, let's say she swung on him and hit him, and he swung back, them big ass niggas would beat his ass. Mm-hmm. So I think they was probably holding him while she was beating the shit out.
Right. He felt like, hey, dude, you see that dude was like, wait till we get home.
Yeah, dude was all in
wait,
his face.
Bro, he was
man.
like, wait till we get home.
Yeah.
Wait till we get home. You get your ass.
He probably was terrified.
I'm telling you, why was you looking
ass whipped in the car in a limo?
Why was you looking at this woman? Why
The man probably said, man, she brought me a drink. We talked for a second. I wasn't. And she probably, she looked. This what abusers do. They look at everything as disrespect. And plus, remember, it's her friends around. She probably thought, oh, he doing this in front of my friends. So I'm like, wow, this dude. That's what part in the back of her man. They'll stole off on him. She didn't care because she felt he was disrespected. He's beneath her because he needed her money. Right. To her. Because she went to Diddy College. Right. When you go to Diddy College, this is what you get. That's the type of schooling you're going to get. Whooping heads. People get out of line.
Killing people.
Y'all manipulating people. Manipulate. Diddy is a master manipulator. He manipulates the whole world. And all these people that's talking crazy about, they all in pictures. They're all his friends with all in the video dancing. You know what I'm saying? At the parties with this dude. Right. Don't features with the dude. And nobody, when something happened, they were like, man, we don't even know nothing happened. Nothing happened with Diddy. We didn't know nothing was going on. Nobody knew it was a video of him beating Cassie. Nobody seen him beat Cassie or slap nobody. Nobody listened to nobody when he was online. They was blackballing people. You know? So when I look at stuff like this, I be like, in my opinion, I see the character in you when you at a birthday party and you sitting on the beach, you know, a skimpy baby to suit with you and him.
Mm-hmm.
But he ain't your woman and he got a drink. Like y'all together. Mm-hmm. But it's like, oh, we just friends. Mm-hmm. And I'm just sitting, Mary J Blige, the skimpy ass baby sit with Diddy, and they got drink.
Right. At his feet.
At his feet. Does that make sense to you? Like ain't nothing going on? Yeah, something going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And she getting schooled at that point. You could do this and do that. Motherfucker get out of line, you do this.
Right. It's getting schooled.
And she becomes the abuser.
And getting smashed.
Y'all, and getting smashed. Of course, Diddy want to smash, she can give Diddy some.
Right.
Just like the old days.
Right.
And Diddy made sure she's straight in the industry. And then she want to beat a nigga up, she could beat him up. She probably beating that young boy up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. But that's probably something he ain't gonna say yet.
Y'all.
Beating Danny boy up.
Y'all. Yeah. Y'all. He'll beat you up. Whoop on you.
He ain't gonna say that because his masculinity is gonna be.
Yeah, man ain't gonna say, man, Mary J Blige slapped the shit out of me.
Right.
You
And he gonna get made fun of.
Mary J Blige came home. I was in Mary J Blige's mansion. Right there, like Mary J Blige came out of the Mary J Blige mansion, and she thought I was on the phone with another woman. She slapped the shit out of me.
Right.
Who a man gonna say that? Mary J Blige slapped the shit out of me. But Mary J Blige is a head busser, man.
Yeah, she was rough.
Certified head busser, rough chick from young.
She's the right person for the job. She probably will. She probably have put
KC was whooping on her. She probably was whooping on KC too.
Right.
They probably snoring cane together.
No, they probably was fighting. You know what I'm saying? And then she got out of that. She became the abuser. This is what happens when you become the abuser.
Right.
You have to think about, people have to think about this history of things. And I want to get off, well, it's on subject, but off subject.
Mm-hmm.
You saw the movie, What's Love Got to Do It, right?
Right.
All through the movie, you never seen Tina Turner take no drugs. But she admitted that she was indulging in drugs too.
Yes.
So
because the movie was a
movie.
It was propaganda to show her in a certain light and show Ike in a certain.
Now I'm not taking no far shake away because I can't.
Ike was whooping on her now.
But both can tell. But they used to say they were fighting.
Yeah.
Yes, Ike was whooping on her. But we don't know. Like, I don't use drugs, so I don't know what happens when you use drugs when you're in a relationship. You know what I'm saying?
And the person taking drugs with you.
Right, y'all both taking drugs and somebody get mad. I don't know the extent to that. And I'm not saying I believe Ike was whooping on her. But what I'm saying is the way the film was made, it made it look like she was just getting beat up and she fought back at the end. Now, you could believe that if you want to, just like Cassie. We seen Cassie just getting beat up,
Mhm.
but after that beating, Cassie went on the red carpet.
Right.
After this particular beating. Now, yeah, you could look at the trauma part, you could look at all those parts, you could take all of that into consideration. But at some point, even when you left him, you didn't come out and say, man, this dude Diddy a monster. All of us can upload a video on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook. Cassie could just press upload. That this dude a monster.
Mhm.
Only time you spoke is when you wanted money.
Right.
So I don't buy it completely. This is my opinion. Like a lot of people do when it comes to that. I'm not just like, man, this is just you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it's a lot of layers that we haven't broke down or we don't know.
And it's a lot of stuff that we can't see.
Mhm. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we can't see when it comes to the world that they living in. The world that they living in is not the known world. You see relationships. I think you know who was better at doing Little Rod. What Little Rod was saying was a little bit more behind the scenes because Cassie implicated him, but she didn't really implicate other people. She stayed out of that.
Yeah, who was present?
She stayed out of that, a lot of that. She just kind of stayed within him. But Lil Rob was kind of bringing up other people, like Cuba Good, like it was other people doing stuff. And it was almost like he was looking at.
So all this years of abuse cast, nobody else was around?
I don't believe it.
Security, past security details.
Even like Jay-Z. Somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like none of them, all of them was purposely kept out of that.
That was
Cassie know more than what she's saying.
yeah, allegedly how Cassie shaved her head is Diddy saw, according to Young Jock, Diddy saw a white woman. He said that's hot right there. That's hot. He said, yeah, Cassie, we're gonna shave half your head.
I believe that story 100% true.
And Young Jock said, I'm looking at this happen, and he said, well, Cassie, what you think about it? Young Jock asked her, he said, whatever Diddy wants.
I believe that 100% true. I do.
Mhm.
That's what
William just shave her head.
Diddy is a high level pimp. A high level pimp.
He the new Barry Gordy?
Yeah. Ooh, they was doing it too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's it. Hugh Hefner.
It just ain't no video footage.
Yeah, Hugh Hefner. A lot of these people, they did it in them days. And it was a high level pimping going on. You want to get in the industry, you got to do this, and do that. You really want to be famous, you want to get out in this dirty Detroit slum, you got to do this. And that's what this game is about. So,
Yo. Shit.
You good? Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else for
That's it. That's it.
Yo, as y'all know, y'all hit that like button. Y'all heard it here first.
Yeah.
What's coming up in the future? We're gonna get to Cassie. And then we're gonna get to the serial killer P. Diddy is, and we're gonna cut down all the murders that he committed.
Billy saying King Von was a serial killer with TC
Right.
Diddy.
Right. So y'all hit that like button. Y'all stay tuned to Mad Pill. Man, yeah. Cassie ain't so innocent. We're gonna go back into that. But the manipulation of Cassie, we're gonna get into all that.
Yeah.
Just stay tuned. So, y'all take care.
Everybody have a good night.
It's good to be back. Everybody have a good night. Sweet Sunshine, Ashley. Mad supporter. Y'all continue to support. And in Facebook, follow my Facebook page as well. I'm gonna post it inside of the YouTube, so y'all can go follow that page too. That's all I got. Got anything else?
Nope, I'm good.
No. Paul, you got anything?
No, sir.
All right, y'all.
Catch y'all later.
Peace. Catch y'all later.
Yeah.
We out here.